Eclogue 8.
This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain.
For more information or to volunteer,
Please visit LibriVox.org.
Polio, recorded by Anna Simon.
Damon, recorded by Ruth Golding.
Alphysibulus, recording by Squid Bajlakova.
The Eclogues by Virgil. Eclogue 8.
Of Damon and Alphysibulus now, those shepherd singers, at whose rival strains the heifer wandering forgot to graze, the lynx stood awestruck, and the flowing streams unwonted loiterers stayed their course to hear. How Damon and Alphysibulus sang their pastoral ditties will I tell the tale. Thou, whether broad Tamava's rocky banks thou now art passing, or dost skirt the shore of the Illyrian main, will ever dawn that day when I thy deeds may celebrate, ever that day when through the whole wide world I may renown thy verse, that verse alone of Sophoclean buskin worthy found. With thee began, to thee shall end the strain. Take thou these songs that owe their birth to thee, and deign around thy temples to let creep this ivied chaplet twixt the conquering bays. Scarce had night's chilly shade forsook the sky, what time to nibbling sheep the dewy grass tastes sweetest, when, on his smooth shepherd staff of olive leaning, Damon thus began.
Rise, Lucifer, and heralding the light bring in the genial day, while I make moan, fooled by vain passion for a faithless bride, for Nyssa, and with this my dying breath call on the gods, though little it bestead, the gods who heard her vows and heeded not. Begin, my flute, with me Maenalian lays. Ever hath Menelaus his murmuring groves and whispering pines, and ever hears the songs of love-lorn shepherds, and of Pan, who first brooked not the tuneful reed should idle lie. Begin, my flute, with me Maenalian lays. Nyssa to Mopsus given, what may not then we lovers look for? Soon shall we see mate griffins with mares, and in the coming age shy deer and hounds together come to drink. Begin, my flute, with me Maenalian lays. Now, Mopsus, cut new torches, for they bring your bride along. Now, bridegroom, scatter nuts, forsaking Eta mounts the evening star. Begin, my flute, with me Maenalian lays. O worthy of thy mate, while all men else thou scornest, and with loathing dost behold my shepherd's pipe, my goats, my shaggy brow and untrimmed beard, nor deem'st that any god for mortal doings hath regard or care. Begin, my flute, with me Maenalian lays. Once with your mother in our orchard garth, a little maid I saw you, I your guide, plucking the dewy apples. My 12th year I scarce had entered, and could barely reach the brittle boughs. I looked, and I was lost. A sudden frenzy swept my wits away. Begin, my flute, with me Maenalian lays. Now know I what love is. Mid savage rocks Tamaros or Rhodope brought forth the boy, or Garamantes in earth's utmost bounds, no kin of ours, nor of our blood begot. Begin, my flute, with me Maenalian lays. Fierce love it was once steeled a mother's heart, with her own offspring's blood her hands to imbrue. Mother, thou too wert cruel. Say, wert thou more cruel, mother, or more ruthless he? Ruthless the boy, thou, mother, cruel too. Begin, my flute, with me Maenalian lays. Now let the wolf turn tail and fly the sheep. Tough oaks bear golden apples. Alder trees bloom with narcissus flower. The tamarisks sweat with rich amber. and the screech owl vie in singing with the swan. Let Tityrus be Orpheus, Orpheus in the forest glade, Arion mid his dolphins on the deep. Begin, my flute, with me Maenalian lays. Yea, be the whole earth to mid-ocean turned. Farewell, ye woodlands! I from the tall peak of yon aerial rock will headlong plunge into the billows. This, my latest gift, from dying lips bequeathed thee, see thou keep. Cease now, my flute, now cease Maenalian lays.
Thus Damon. But do ye, Pierian maids, we cannot all do all things, tell me how Alphesibus to his strain replied.
Bring water, and with soft wool fillet bind these altars round about, and burn thereon rich vervain and male frankincense, that I may strive with magic spells to turn astray my lover's saner senses, whereunto there lacketh nothing save the power of song. Draw from the town, my songs, draw Daphnis home. Songs can this very moon draw down from heaven. Circe, with singing change from human form the comrades of Ulysses, and by song is the cold meadow snake asunder burst. Draw from the town, my songs, draw Daphnis home. These triple threads of threefold colour first I twine about thee, and 3 times withal around these altars do thine image bear. Uneven numbers are the gods' delight. Draw from the town, my songs, draw Daphnis home. Now, Amaryllis, ply in triple knots the threefold colours, ply them fast, and say this is the chain of Venus that I ply. Draw from the town, my songs, draw Daphnis home. As by the kindling of the selfsame fire harder this clay, this wax the softer grows, so by my love may Daphnis. Sprinkle meal, and with bitumen burn the brittle bays. Me, Daphnis, with his cruelty doth burn. I too melt, cruel Daphnis, burn this bay. Draw from the town, my songs, draw Daphnis home. As when some heifer, seeking for her steer through woodland and deep grove, sinks, wearied, out on the green sedge beside a stream, lovelorn, nor marks the gathering night that calls her home, as pines that heifer. With such love as hers may Daphnis pine, and I not care to heal. Draw from the town, my songs, draw Daphnis home. These relics once, dear pledges of himself, the traitor left me, which, O earth, to thee here on this very threshold I commit, pledges that bind him to redeem the debt. Draw from the town, my songs, draw Daphnis home. These herbs of bane to me did Maris give, in Pontus culled, where baneful herbs abound. With these full oft have I seen Maris change to a wolf's form, and hide him in the woods, oft summon spirits from the tomb's recess, and to new fields transport the standing corn. Draw from the town, my songs, draw Daphnis home. Take ashes, Amaryllis, fetch them forth, and o'er your head into the running brook fling them, nor look behind. With these will upon the heart of Daphnis make essay. Nothing for gods, nothing for songs cares he. Draw from the town, my songs, draw Daphnis home. Look, look I, the very embers of themselves have caught the altar with a flickering flame, while I delay to fetch them. May the sign prove lucky! Something it must mean, for sure, and Hylax on the threshold gins to bark. May we believe it, or are lovers still by their own fancies fooled? Give o'er, my songs, Daphnis is coming from the town, give o'er.
End of Eclogue 8.